you something. Don't be scared.
It's midnight, baby, just us two, no bright lights, nothing to prove. Your handshake, mine do too, but it feels right being close to you.
Come closer, don't look away. We both know why you came to stay. Your heart beats loud, I hear it too. This moment's a little taboo.
Don't rush it, move slow, feel the heat start to grow. If you want me, let it show. Tell me soft, tell me low. Taboo, taboo.
Midnight with you.
Hello, and welcome everyone back to something I'm doing again, which is Charm Chats and Happily Ever After Sprints. We're going to have a chance to talk to romantasy or fantasy romance authors all month, play some games, spend some time writing. I'm Shannon, writing under the pen name of SC Huston, and you're here on my YouTube channel where I run weekly writing sprints. Now, Charm Chats was something I first hosted back in February of 2024, and it was such a fun experience that I'm genuinely excited to have it back again this year. I'm also the founder and conference chair of the AuthorTube Writing Conference, now heading into its 5th year. And besides what I do here on YouTube, I am an epic romantasy author who loves writing about broken characters, brutal choices, and a love that refuses to let go in worlds of dangerous magic, sharp edges, and the occasional dragon. Lord, I am a little bit nervous because I always get nervous when I do something new. You know, I did this 2 years ago. But yes, today I'm joined by Emma Alisyn Fae. We're going to spend a little time learning about her writing and books, play a game that's romantasy themed, and then do the half-hour writing sprint. I'm especially excited to have Emma back because she was part of the very first Charm Chats in February of 2024 and had such a great time talking to her then. And I was so surprised when she said yes, because I reached out, like I did not know her. I just reached out. I was like, hey, I'm a fan of your work. Will you come on? And she had said yes. And then so I've known her since then. So it's great to have her back. And she is generally one of my favorite authors to read. So it feels perfect to have her back to kick things off. And so let me introduce today's author. Emma is a Black, white, Muslim American mom of 5 in her mid-40s, just trying to live her best life, which usually includes coffee, wine, and an unfortunate habit of one-clicking any special edition that winds up in her feed. If you DM it, she will come. If you're looking for romantic epic fantasy set in complex, diverse, sex-positive worlds with morally gray societies, powerful anti-heroes with Thad energy, multiracial heroines at least 35 years old, if not 350, coming into power and a central theme of family, both dysfunctional and supportive, then you'll binge her stories. She also writes sci-fi, which I've read a lot of her sci-fi stuff too. So, but it's more like it's kind of fantasy, but in a sci-fi, like because it's in the future. So I also love those books as well. So welcome to my channel, Emma. Please take a moment to introduce anything else you want to say about yourself and anything that I might have missed.
That pretty much covers it. I've been saying for 9 years I'm a mom with a laptop. So
I realized that one thing that, because what you used to have like in your biography was like a mumble 40 something, and this time she put mid-40s. So I'm like, oh, she's embracing it now.
Yeah. It's, for the longest time I did not know how old I was because I stopped counting, and I think I'm 45. I think I'm 45.
Oh, well, you are a year younger than me because I just turned 46.
Aren't your 40s wonderful? My 40s have been the best decade, hands down, of my life.
Lots of great stuff happening in my 40s for sure. Yeah. All right. Well, we are going to say hello to the chat. I do want to remind everyone, you can ask questions to the author, put a Q in front of your question. That'll help us to find it a little bit easier. First name was Aphrodite. Hello. So excited for this. It's so great to have you here. And then Keiko, hello. Isn't this late for you, Keiko? I mean, it's got to be nearing midnight where you're at, right? Oh my God, Charm Chats again. Hey, Melissa. Hi, how's it going? Adeshale, whoop, whoop. Nice to see you. And people saying hello. Tiffany, hello. I was just thinking about you. I haven't seen you around YouTube for the last couple of weeks. And I actually need to send you an email because your episode for the podcast will be coming out soon. So I need to get in touch with you. But hello. I just want to say that because I haven't seen you around. So I hope all is going okay with you. And then Aphrodite says, I really need to get some work done today. This is like the 35th year that I've been 27 years old. I love that. Oh, it's only 10 p.m. Oh, I was thinking it was like around midnight for you, but I have the late shift next week. Oh, okay. So you're like getting used to the time difference. So you can stay awake. I get that. All righty. So we do have something extra today that I don't have with any of the others, and that is that we are doing a giveaway. So before we talk to Emma about her work and jump into the questions, I do want to pause so she can talk about the giveaway that she has here for everyone today. And this was like something she just brought up. She's like, hey, can I give away my book? I'm like, yes, we love giveaways here. So take it away, Emma. Explain anything about the book and why you chose it. Anything else that you want to say? And this is the book that we will be talking about today.
Yes. So it's my most recent release, my baby, Prince of Night and Storm. And I did the interior artwork, so I want people to look at it, which is why I'm giving away a copy, because I want somebody to have it on their shelf and look at it. But this baby was a 20 to 40 hour YouTube tutorial marathon work of frustration, but it turned out really well. So I'm hoping somebody today will win.
Okay, that was the interior formatting you were talking about.
Yes, exactly. So I did some little interior borders and then the front matter art. Now I did a digital printed signature, but I will give ebook copy along with the paperback copy, so you can have a personalized digital signature. That is one of the new tools
from BookFunnel.
Yeah. I had to get that in there.
Yes. So if you guys didn't know, if you might recognize Emma because she's on the BookFunnel channel. She's part of the BookFunnel team as well. So, and they have a new tool, the digital signature tool. So,
shameless promo.
So, alrighty. So to enter the giveaway, you just have to put into the chat #Prince, and it's already collecting anybody who puts that in there. Multiple entries, duplicates are removed by the platform, that's StreamYard, that I'm going through, and it's not case sensitive. So just #Prince once. At any point, you'll be entered into the giveaway. All right, gotta find the right. I got too many buttons and screens to look at. Okay. Then we're going to move into the questions. Let me see. There's 6 more comments. Let's see if anyone had any questions for you. Question, Shannon, or Charm Chat. I want a day about my friend. About me or about, I don't know who you're asking, Jordan. I'm sorry. And then, yes. Is that for the giveaway? Probably. I have been MIA. There's been a lot going on over here. I need to step back and get some things handled and figured out. Oh, I totally understand. So, interior art makes me so happy. So, got a lover of the interior art. I think it looks good too. I'm glad you're back. #Prince for Aphrodite. I already got one in. All right. And it does say 1 entry already. Okay. We are going to move into the question section now for the author's work. So, the first question I like to ask all my guests is what drew them to write Romantasy? Now, Emma has been on the channel before, and I asked her this a couple of years ago. And back then, she had mentioned growing up reading fantasy, or reading epic fantasy and romance, the same background that I had. And, it wasn't like you didn't think that was Romantasy was not a genre. And we grew up reading both. And so just naturally it goes well together. And I also loved Aliens and Shifters, and heart has always been in swords and sorcery. And that has been really exciting to see Romantasy become a clearly recognized genre now. So I would like to ask, how has your relationship with Romantasy evolved since then, especially with how much the genre has grown?
I think I've evolved. It's caused me to evolve as a person and an author. And sometimes I have adult children, so I will talk to them sometimes about why they should read more. And one of the reasons why they should read more, especially in this niche, is empathy. And I tell them, when you are a reader or a writer in the heads of these characters who go through so much tribulation, they're good people, they're bad people, sometimes they're horrible people, you really learn how to take a step back and just not judge anybody. Because you have to spend so much time in the head of somebody who's capable of doing some really heinous-ish. But there's context around that. So, I mean, and we're all readers. I think, real readers, we all kind of develop that kind of ability to see past our own life experiences, and but that I mean, that's how it is for me. I don't know how it is for everybody else.
Well, I mean, and you hit with Prince of Night and Storm, you get right in there. I think it's in your bio, right? Morally gray worlds. This is definitely a morally gray world. And your main character, at least the female, she's done something despicable, but it was in retaliation. And so it's like, so you get that into her head, and you're finding out, okay, why does she make this decision? You're finding out all this, of course, why they go to war with the different houses. If you guys didn't know, it's kind of based off of Romeo and Juliet. I love all the different interplays between that, and how you brought that in with the house names even. So I think and I think for me, I sympathize with her. I don't know if I empathized with her, but I sympathize with her because I mean, it's just a messed up world that she lives in. She's reacting to the world that she's in. So
thank you. Oh my God, that's okay. I'm not going to go on an author rant, but yes. Sometimes we have to, as readers, take a step back and realize that these people are in the emotional moment of their world and all the stuff that's being thrown at them. And this is a woman who has not had a chance to exhale since before she was even a child.
Yeah.
So,
and we're talking hundreds of years, because they're immortal, basically.
Yes, she's 30, but her parents and her family and the love interest and all of that, they've been involved in some complicated ish that has impacted her entire life from the time she was a child. Yeah. So some of the choices she makes, we may not agree with, but I mean, what you gonna do when you in that situation? Like, you really gotta ask yourself what you gonna do. So.
Yeah. All right, so the series originally began with Night in His Eyes, and like I remember picking that book up a few years ago, and I didn't remember all of it until I was reading Prince of Night of Storm. But that was the original first book in the series, and now it's Prince of Night and Storm. And you do have like in the beginning of the book, you do talk about how you had to go back and kind of go back a little bit and tell this story with expanded storyline. So not that you're changing Night in His Eyes, you're expanding the storyline. So can you talk a bit about what expanding the series meant for you and what readers should expect from this new entry point into, I don't know if I've ever heard you say, is it Everin?
Yes, Everin. That's exactly what it is. But so I was going to write book 4 in the Fae Prince of Everin series. So I started to reread, Night in His Eyes like we do. And then I'm like, And the thing was, when I first started writing high fantasy, romantasy, which has been my love my entire life, I was still very much in that mode of get the book to market. And now I'm at a point, especially since I'm blessed with the day job I have, that's not a motivating factor. So when I started to go back and reread Night in His Eyes, I'm like, all of this story that's still in my head, I'm going to stop and I'm going to tell it. Because these characters are a lot more complex and I did not do them justice. So what happened was Night in His Eyes became 2 of these. 2 of them. It's like 180. So it went from 55,000 to 180. And I was like, okay. So I broke it up. So part 1 is basically Prince of Night and Storm. And then book 2 is now Night in His Eyes. But
gotcha.
I mean, that's what happens when you just let the story evolve as it will without and we've all been around for a while and we've had that pressure to publish for years, a book every month, a book every 2 months. And like at a certain point, I'm too old to keep up with that, man.
Well, I think that's smart too, because I've talked about this on my channel for those who have been on my channel for a little bit. There's a certain point in which when you hit a certain word count, the more words you add does not mean more revenue. It's actually starts decreasing. You're not losing money, but it decreases the amount that you get exponentially. It does not add up exponentially, it decreases. And so I think that's smart that you were able to break it into 2 books. I probably should have done that with my last book because it was like 192,000 words. So
yeah, I was thinking about the print size. I'm like, I think I'll be able to print 180K word book. And if I wanted to do a special edition eventually through a printer, I'm like, nah, boo, you gotta break this up.
Yeah. Oh, and I just found out through Amazon, there is a limit for the hardcover of how many pages you can have. I don't know what it is. I forget now, but it was under what this book was it was my Kickstarter book from last year. I just published it in January. I could not do the hardcover through Amazon because I had too many pages. And I didn't know there was a page count cutoff.
I didn't know that either, but yeah,
I hit it. So you're smart in not hitting it. I do have a hardcover for the book, but I had to go through Ingram to publish it, to the Amazon platform. So yeah, just so you know, it's better to keep a smaller word count or break the book into 2. That was very
I
slick.
like them. I like them around 80 installments, around 80,000 words, which is what they are. I mean, Night in His Eyes is going to be 110, around 110, but between 80 and 110, because like I'm ADHD as F. So like, and I actually, that's why I break any of my readers, they may not notice, but I break my stories up into a lot of paragraphs because I cannot big blocks of text. My brain,
Paragraphs, yeah.
and like it's not because I don't have reading comprehension. It's like I'm ADHD. like nah, bro, I can't do that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So for readers who are brand new to Everin, the opening of Prince of Night of Storm can feel very big and very fast. There's a lot happening within that first chapter. What would you want readers to keep in mind as they move through those early chapters and settle into the world?
Oh God. Okay. Keep in mind that everybody is morally gray. This is not a Judeo-Christian society. Also keep in mind that I'm one of those authors from the Stephen King world where you don't explain every damn thing. It's in first person present. And that is a very difficult POV. I think one of the most difficult, because you cannot have your narrator, who is your character, monologuing about things they would take for granted in the world. So there are a lot of things as the reader you're going to have to pick up through context.
Yeah.
Glossary. Or the glossary, damn it.
I mean, I think what kind of helps though is that she's got the internal
dark
voice. Yeah, she's got that internal that they think is a split personality for her.
Yeah, that's what they think. That's what they think.
Yeah, I figure there's more to it. We just haven't got it yet. So, yeah. So I think that it helps to have like she thinks of him as a him, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice to have like his perspective talking to her in her head, because it gives context to some of the things that you wouldn't normally get.
Yeah, because she's young. She's 30. She's a baby to them. I mean, to immortals, that's still a baby. I mean, 30 is a baby to me. And like, because my oldest child is 22. So I'm like, 30 ain't nothing.
All right. So with all these moving pieces, characters, power dynamics, there's so many power dynamics in play. What would you say is the emotional and thematic heart of this book that you would want readers to latch onto?
Forgiveness, with qualifications. One of the things I do like about the prince, even though he is not angered by some of Aaron's more heinous actions, because he gets it. He's old. He's been there. He's done that. He understands context. He understands how things can play out over time. So I think we just, as readers, need to go into these stories with these more complex people with a little bit of emotional maturity and like forgiveness. Like, and as I was writing it, there were some things I was working out as an author that I have to forgive myself for. So I mean, I hope the readers that comes through for them, that like, even if you have done some things that were not good in the past, like that doesn't mean you're a terrible person. You can recover and move on. But
I think only in books does murder qualify underneath that.
but you know, if you want to make a point, you got to go big or go home. And I was like, what's like the worst enemies to lover? He killed her mom. This isn't a spoiler because that's the whole premise. He killed her mother, so she killed his son in revenge. Like, so we're starting out the story with two deaths that are like this is enemies.
Yeah.
You know, or
this is real enemies.
Yeah. Like, so.
Yeah. And I'm trying to find forgiveness in that. That's definitely something to aspire to. So, yeah. I think because in the end, we want to root for both of them, even though they've both done some, pretty terrible things. Okay.
Yeah. It challenges the reader to kind of, how morally gray are you?
Yeah, true. Go over here and see if catch up in the chat. I didn't mark it. I hope we said the right thing. I think we left off with Aphrodite's name, Prince, #Prince. I just see, Jordan, I don't know if you're still here. So it's Prince as in like king, queen, prince. You have #Print. And I'm partially tone deaf, so I probably didn't say it clearly. And Jordan cannot see. So trying to, king, queen, princess, prince. So it's prince. I don't know if you're still here, if you want to put that in there. And then thanks, Aphrodite. I'm not complete back yet. Still working through some things. Hopefully by the end of the month. Hashtag Prince from Adeshale. So he's got some fantasy. He writes all over. He's got a fantasy romance out. That's just one of his books, and he's working on another fantasy romance. So he's coming on at the end of the month, and I don't have his book cover yet because he's trying to finish it up. So hopefully we get that. I'm just glad it's recognized as a genre, so we no longer have to decide how to log our novels. Exactly.
Right, yeah.
And Jory says, I hope I said that right. Probably not. What are charm chats about? Because you did one last year, and I'm just curious about what they're all about. Yeah, so I did one a couple years ago, and it's just bringing on fantasy romance, romantasy authors all month, talk about romantasy. It's really just a celebration of the genre, and that, it is a recognized genre now that we get to celebrate our writing in this and what draws us to it, and to talk about authors and their books and have fun playing games and doing writing sprint. So, Morley Gray is where I live.
Yes.
I was counting out the pages for the Glass Corridor series. It's telling me it has to be broken into 2 in order to print. Oh.
On Amazon?
Yeah, I wonder if that must be through. Is it through Amazon, Aphrodite? So no big, beautiful omnibus like I planned. I mean, there are ways you can. I saw there was an author tuber a couple of years ago that she put 3 books into one for an omnibus, and she just had to shrink down the print. But I don't think that's really what you're looking for, because Aphrodite, I know you like it bigger print. So yeah, unfortunately. JC, how's it going? Hello, Emma from JC. I'm not even going to share the age of my oldest. My bio kid just turned 35 last week. Oh, I think I need to read this. It's a good story, JC. Came back in here, you guys. I am subscribed to Emma on her Instagram, and I've now joined up on her website. You might, I don't know if you follow BookFunnel, Jordan. She's also on BookFunnel occasionally. It's been a minute since I've seen you in video over there. I don't know. I can't remember. Forget it. This always happens when you get older. You don't remember everything. But I think you also have, yes, we talked about it. You have a YouTube channel that you were hoping to do something with it, but you haven't yet.
I'm basically right now using it as an extension for my newsletter because, and we were talking about this before we actually went live, there are just so many, and this is an author podcast, right? So yes, the authors know, I mean, there's just so many moving parts to this business, especially if you have a day job too, or family, or you're a caregiver. It's just, and all this social media, man. When I was growing up, if you wanted a book, you picked up your phone and dialed the local bookstore, and they ordered it for you, and then they called you back and told you to come pick it up. Then you hopped on the bus, traveled across the river, and then walked a mile to the bookstore. True story. You picked up your print book, and the only thing you knew about the author was the little blurb in the back.
Yeah.
Good old days.
Sometimes you didn't even know what they look like.
Didn't even know. I still don't know what Robin McKinley looks like.
Oh, I don't know either.
Looks like.
Right?
Yeah.
Adesha says, writing different genres. The ADHD power is real.
Yes.
And Carla, hello. Hey, starting on the February challenge from Chaos Cat. Awesome. Hey, JC. Hey, Aphrodite. Yes, Emma. Those were the days. Yeah, it was Amazon. I'm going to look into other ways because I really want that omnibus. So Ingrid Spark is much higher on the page count. It's like 1,016 or 1,019. It's somewhere in that range for how many pages you can have. So, and I think Amazon was like it was like 500 or 600 or something like that. I don't remember. It was way lower than what I had. So I think actually it must be around 500 because I have like 687 pages, I think is what my book was. JC, do you need to read this? It's special. I just know it. Adesha, what's the hardest thing? Oh, question for you. What is the hardest thing for you as a writing morally gray characters in a morally gray world? What's the best part of writing that way for you?
The hardest thing is not to become an alcoholic. Man, that's the hardest thing. The best part is purging, I think. And then sometimes when your readers email you and they're like, man, this story touched me in such and such a way. And I'm like, it just makes you cry because it's like somebody out there was able to do their own purging through the characters. But yeah, I'm just trying to stay sober.
And everyone else laughing with you here, Aphrodite and JC laughing.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't act like y'all know what I'm talking about.
I do think I don't think I get as deep into character as you do. I mean, some of your characters, man, they go through some stuff and you really get into their mental headspace. It's really good. I really love your writing. And I was like, I don't know, can I go there? And I got into like that mental space for my character in my last book. And when I wrote a very like scene that like hit,
yeah,
I had to like stop writing and walked away for a few days because I didn't become an alcoholic. Great, good thing. But it was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you do it. You do it like with all of your characters, almost all of your characters. You're really great at it, getting them in this headspace, trying to get them through, and just dealing with it in their world. So yeah.
I'm surprised all of us indies aren't alcoholics.
So another staple question I like to ask on my desk, my desks. Yes, I ask questions to my desk. Another staple question I like to ask of all my guests is my favorite. Do you know my favorite Romantasy favorite author? Lord, I cannot talk today. Last time you were here, you told us that your favorite Romantasy authors, I think you mentioned Miguel Segarra, which known also as Michelle West. I don't think she was really Romantasy. So instead of asking you the same question again, I want to ask you, I would love to know who is a Romantasy author you're really enjoying reading right now, or someone you have read recently that you would recommend.
I'm actually have been on a contemporary kick.
Oh.
And I think that's because I am so much as a writer into the Romantasy that I need to read something slightly different. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Tijan, Tijan, but she or they have one of the most emotionally mature new adult series I've ever read. And yeah, new adult bully high school is like one of my secret I get you read bully high school. Yeah, I don't know why. It just happened. But I really enjoy them because their characters actually have some, emotional maturity in the decisions they make. And, one of my pet peeves is miscommunication. I hate that. She does not do that in her books.
Is it Meyer? The last name's Meyer?
Tijan. That's the whole name. I have no idea how it's pronounced.
Oh, I found one that's an author. It has her last name is Meyer, but maybe it's a different one.
Yeah, they just use one name, but yeah. Yeah, I've been reading a lot of contemporary lately. So
on Amazon, it's just T1.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I think people were saying something about it. Yes, Aphrodite writes new adult.
Yes.
The very first book I read from author Tuber was her. So this was back in 2021, 2022, and it made me cry. And I was like,
yeah.
It was so good. And we've been waiting for the second book for a long time. I'm not going to push you, Aphrodite.
I can't write new adult because that's the age of my children, but I do enjoy reading it. I really enjoy reading it. So.
No, that would be different but yeah, I don't know. My kiddos are different. I don't think I could write new adult. No, I don't think I could.
Yeah, I can't take them seriously when they're that age.
So Aphrodite says, getting that email from a fan asking what is wrong with you.
So much.
Yes, I do remember thinking that when I read that one chapter, Aphrodite. Yes, I was like, why? Why? JC says, I don't drink at all, but sometimes I question that choice.
I'm just waiting for something else to become legal here in Georgia. Something else.
You got it, Jordan. #Prince. So if anyone wants to enter the giveaway for a special edition with all the interior artwork made from the author herself, she is going to send you a book and the ebook. So both the print and the ebook. You just enter by doing #Prince. I guess that's a great question. Self-care. What have you found works? Yeah, that would be a good question.
Listen, I had to learn over time to listen to my body and my mind, because I'm what's called a phoenix. Y'all know Becca Syme. So I'm a phoenix. So I will, and I'm all executing strengths. So I will work. And then there comes a point where I have to listen to my body saying, okay, it's time to chill out now and like go crash for a couple days or a couple of weeks. But self-care for me is reading, see drama, sleep. Like, y'all, like, do indies even sleep?
I don't think so, because when I take my vacation, I sleep like the whole time. I sleep, I read, I sleep, I read. I'm like doing both equally. So I fall asleep while I'm reading and then wake up and go back to reading and fall asleep back to reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emma, is there any other platform I can follow you?
Insta. I have a TikTok profile that I need to do something with. I'm gonna rope my 16-year-old and do something with it. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, basically, and I'm on Facebook, of course, but I'm not a huge. Oh, Patreon! Look me up on Patreon. That's gonna be my new social media home because it does not require planning, and that's what I need. Something that doesn't require planning.
That helps. And then hello, welcome. Can you share some links to Emma stuff? I do have one that is, hold on, private chat. I have one that is bookmarked at the top of the chat, but I will drop it into the chat again. This is the books for Emma. Do you have other links on there, Emma?
I was actually going to go see if I have, while we're chatting, I'll see if I can find, because I actually did do something today. I just got to find it.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Hello from Eva. Hello, #Prince. #Prince for anyone coming in. If you want to win this edition of the book today, a hardcover. Is it hardcover or paperback? Paperback, you said. Paperback with a signature on there and the ebook. Oh, thank you, Shannon. I promise you'll get the first copy of all the books in the series. Not going to make you wait. I appreciate that. And then Eva from JC. Can't seem to type. Ignore typos. I got you. I don't have Instagram or TikTok. Oh, I'm on Facebook, says JC. George says, you are tone deaf, but you let me know about the hashtag. And if Emma is on Book Funnel, good for me. Awesome. Yeah, if you know the Book Funnel YouTube channel, she's on there. Of course, if you're trying to connect with her, it's probably not where you want to connect with her, right? Because that's probably going to go to Jack if anybody leaves comments on the videos.
But if for authors, like, do not sleep on the Book Funnel podcast.
Yeah, it's
another
good.
Shameless promo.
I will be on the Book Funnel podcast.
Yes. I think you might be the next one coming up. I'm not sure. Jack processes all of the stuff behind the scenes. So I think you may be up next.
I know he was trying to get it out before the 13th because we're going to have our next AWC live stream on the 13th.
That's right.
Yeah. But if he does it, it's okay. I mean, I didn't go into this thinking it was going to, be able to get out in time. So I appreciate just what you guys are doing. Got another one for #Prince. All right. So one of the questions I always end with is about favorite tropes. Last time you were here, you talked about loving stories where an everyday woman comes into power and has to learn how to use it responsibly. Is this still a favorite one for you? Or are there any other tropes you're especially obsessed with right now?
Use it responsibly. I said that.
I mean, it must have been, that was 2024, Emma.
That was a couple of years ago. Use it responsibly. We'll go with that. We'll go with the word responsibly and not burn everything down. Like, because sometimes you just want to burn it all down and start over with, which is another theme in the stories. Like, once you get to a certain age, you're like, burn it all down, start over from scratch.
With it, yeah. Well, I swear I'm out of the loop. I need to learn more about Book Funnel. It'll become more important for you, I think, everybody, once you start getting your series out there. Because I know you're still trying to get the rest of it written. So, but Book Funnel is a great place to deliver books, to do group promos and swaps, and meet lots of people over there. So I think that brings us to the end of our questions. So next we are moving into, I think it's a giveaway. I have everything together, I swear. No, okay, I'm just going to remind everyone about the giveaway. If you are interested in the giveaway, Let me bring up the right banner here. That is #Prince. Make sure you put that into the chat. And now we're going to move into the fun and games. So I had got the wrong screen up here. So, okay. For the fun and games, before we jump into the writing sprint and the giveaway, we're going to do this part, which is for this show. It's usually the author's choice. Emma left it up to me. So I went with one that I think that nobody chose of all the different authors. So, and I really liked it, which is Romantasy Trope Court. Let me put the right thing up here. So in this one, yeah, too many screens. Okay. So I'm going to randomly pull some popular romantasy tropes, and some of them are not just romantasy. They apply to different genres, mostly to like fantasy, but and Emma and I are going to react to them and give each one a ruling. So the ruling is overused, misunderstood, or underrated. And for everyone that's live in the chat, we would love for you guys to play along with us. And I need to share the right screen because I do not have the right screen shared. I don't know why I was going into that. Oh, that was the right one. Share screen. I was doing it right. I missed that. I second guessed myself here. It's not add to stage. Let me take off this. Okay.
Oh, that's
so,
cute.
huh? Can you see it?
Yeah, cute.
Okay. Oops, wrong button. Get on the right screen here. Maybe I can blow it up a little bit more. No, that'd make it smaller. Okay, it's about as much as I can make it, as big as I can make it. Okay, so this is going to randomly choose out tropes. I was trying to pick a lot of tropes that was in your series, what I could find, and then just other random stuff. And I think there's like 46 here. But let me find the right button. Did I say everything? Okay, so yeah, we're going to say it's overused, misunderstood, or underrated. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just for fun. And let's see where it lands. We'll go for the first one here.
Do, 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 do.
Chosen
one.
Prophecy Romance. Which, by the way, I chose random sounds to go along with all these. So we got cat meow for that one. We'll see what else comes up with the other ones. Yeah, so chosen one, Prophecy Romance. Overused, misunderstood, or underrated? Do you want me to go first?
Overused. Which is ironic since I have a chosen one series. Like, but basically,
See, I feel like in the popular media spaces, people agree that it's overused, and I don't think it's. I think it's just misunderstood. So, I think that the idea behind the trope is still very good. I think it's how it's executed.
Yeah.
So that's why
hero's journey, and I'm more about the heroine's journey, the community coming into it, the family. Like, there doesn't have to be one star in the book. There can be,
multiple.
Yeah.
Let's see what the chat says. My friends, just because you're the god of your world doesn't mean you have to be benevolent one. Overused,
right?
Right. I still love it too. Not used enough, says Eva. Cool. Okay. All right. Let's do another one. I'm hearing noises from somewhere. You. So overused.
Underrated.
Underrated.
I love this trope. I love this trope. I love it. Like, who did this to you? There's that point in the book where he's like, or she, or well, whatever. It's just, if it's executed well, catnip, man.
Yes, I think it definitely sets up a good tension moment in the story, but also a good moment between possibly the love interests.
It's ruined, though, if there's not enough angst leading up to it. I mean, that moment has to be earned.
Not used enough. I think I agree. I think it's underrated. It's not used enough. And Aphrodite says she loves this one. Yeah. We love some trauma.
That's right.
Need more. Yes, we do. All right, let's do the next one. Oh, I forgot I had to hit it again. Culture, diversity, and LGBTQ representation.
Underrated and underutilized.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's my pet peeve. Can you tell?
I agree with you. It's and I think too, like I'm saying this knowing this is what's happening in my books because I don't really have a choice right now. So like when they say you write romance, whatever pairing or if you have groups, that's polyamory or whatever it is, whatever you decide to start writing in, you kind of want to stick in that for a while before venturing further because you're going to have a different group of readers. So like if you have male female, you're not going to really attract female or male readers.
Yeah.
Right? So what I get, I feel like there's a lot of like when it's a male female romance, whatever, then in the background you have like female or male romance. But I say that, but I have that in mind because I really want that in there, but it's not what I'm writing right now. So it's like I need to. So I feel like okay, I'm doing this, but I also don't like it how it's always relegated to that role right now. But
yeah.
Let's see. The laugh. Yes, I know that laugh was something. I think that's called the evil laugh. There was like, I don't know, like 30 plus sounds I could choose from. And I was listening to them like, oh, these are all kind of interesting. And then it said random. I was like, let's just go with random. So I'm going to get a random sound with each one of these. Never enough. Under. Yeah. Super busy, so can't chat much. Oh, well, that's okay, JL. No worries. But once pop in, say hello and leave a like. I appreciate that. Underrated, misunderstood, neglected.
Yes.
Absolutely underrated. And then, hey, JL. Yeah. So when I wrote my first series, it's fantasy, and I did it on Irish mythology. So in Irish mythologies, the gods and goddesses are all tall, white with blonde hair or red hair and light colored eyes. And I was like, I'm tired of writing the same thing. I want different colors. And so I made my own world, and we have all kinds of skin colors and all hair colors and eye colors, things you're not going to find.
We all tend to do what we know. Like all of my heroines are biracial because I'm biracial and multicultural. So I had to stop at one point and be like, okay, as biracial woman of color, I had to say like, is there enough diversity in your own stories? Or can everybody be half and half, girl? Like,
yeah. Okay. C and then Eva. All right, let's do another one. Marriage of convenience.
I love that, but it has to have the right angst. Okay, overused, misunderstood, or underrated. Underrated.
It's I don't know. I don't particularly like to read stories with marriage of convenience. I feel like, was it something you just said? You've got to have like the right tension there or something. Something has to already be there for it to be. I don't know. I guess I like tension and angst when it comes to romance.
Oh yeah, you have to have that tension if you're going to have marriage of convenience. But when it's done right,
yeah. Hate it, overused. I can't say I hate it, but I feel like it's overused because I see it so often, like part of like the book's blurbs. I'm like, okay, already I'm moving on to the next book. But I think from my perspective, it's just, I just run into it and then I want to go on to the next one. So, I feel that, Emma, my books are diverse for sure, but my heroines are always brown girls like me.
As they should be, because we need more brown girls in Romantasy. Do you write Romantasy? We definitely need more brown girls in Romantasy.
She writes the new adult.
New adult.
Now,
but
I say that's what she has published.
Contemporary or?
Yeah, the one that's published is new adult contemporary, but she did write, she submitted a piece to the AWC anthology that was, it felt like it's paranormal.
Okay.
And I know she's been writing some other things, but I don't know what Aphrodite is actually working on. So you can tell it's Aphrodite. But yeah. Anything done right can work for me. I guess.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Execution is.
I think my characters, because my characters, there's not really white in my world. I have moon face. Some of them have lighter gray skin color. So there's no white. But I think pieces of my personality is what ends up in my characters.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It always happens like that.
Yeah. I don't think I really have anyone that looks like me. I really can't in my world, but I suppose there could be a child that pops out with really very fair skin who burns under the
My
sun.
characters have textured hair, and at one point I made myself write a girl with long, like 2A white blonde straight hair to just something different, because everybody in my books has like curly textured hair, because that's what I know. Like I mean, in straight hair, listen, I had a wig once. It was long straight hair, and I learned some things about straight hair. I mean, it's not as easy as I thought it would be. But
I think we always like, what we don't have, we don't really know as much about. And sometimes we think that it's better than what we have. And then oh no, okay, they have their own issues.
Yeah. The shedding, oh my God. Like, that drove me insane.
All right, next one. This is from yours, Morally Gray World. Actually, I do not see a Morally Gray world used that often. It's usually like a world that has issues like every world, but it's like it's the characters who are more morally gray than the world is. But your world is very morally gray.
I'm going to say it's misunderstood because I am a woman in my 40s, and I believe to truly write a complex, morally gray world, you need to have a certain amount of life experience. Because I could tell the difference between morally gray written by someone in like their 20s, early 30s, and somebody who's older. It's different, man. It hits different.
Yeah.
Not to be ageist or anything, but.
Let's see. Yes, my core writing is Romantasy, Paranormal Spice.
Ooh.
My first book was just that series I had to get out because it was the first I wrote, new adult, coming of age, but it's the only one in that genre. Gotcha. Love it. Underused and underrated. I think I agree. Yeah, it's maybe because we have too many younger writers trying to write morally gray worlds. we need more of us writing morally gray worlds. 95% of my stuff is fantasy, paranormal, romance.
Yeah, I think so. You're gonna have to look me up so we can do some cross promo.
Yeah. She does some great, like, I haven't got it yet, but she does some candles. And so yeah, she's getting those out. So she does a Kickstarter on that, and then so I can't wait to see it. That would be really great. She really needs to do a Kickstarter. I'm sorry.
I love backing Kickstarters. If you DM it, I will come.
I will remember it for my next one. Oh, and my next one, she is a diverse character, but I mean, all my characters are diverse. My first one had light blue skin.
In the fantasy world, because it's like they don't have the racial designation, so you have to figure out, how do I say?
I don't know how to do it. But this way, I mean, she's a black character, but that's because she's Fire Fae. All Fire Fae have black skin, so it's just. But I'm like, I didn't like write her to be diverse. I wrote her because that's her background. So, but that's my next one. My next Kickstarter will be that one. But I love her character. I added your character candles to your Kickstarter. Oh, okay. I was wondering because I guess she was making candles for people just to practice, and so she made one for my character, and then I also backed her on the Kickstarter for the candle boxes.
I love candles.
Me too.
Angela Ford's boxes come with some really nice candles.
Oh, I don't think I know her. I made candles with all of mine. So like, which one's this one? I think this one is my first box. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, it's pretty.
And then,
that's another one of those things on my need to do list one of these days when I got more time.
It was actually easier than I thought it was, and I mixed my own colors. So, but yeah, I haven't quite figured out how I'm gonna do the next one because I do one for the female and I do one for the male, so they have their colors is by, because
so adorable. I'm doing tea right now, tea blends, because my heroine owns a farm in her.
Tea is really, really popular on Kickstarter. I didn't realize that.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Yeah. All right, let's do another one. I think we got room to do two more, depending on how long we talk about it, and get on to other topics. Cursed lovers, break a curse through love. I mean, this is my whole series, so of course I'm gonna say underrated.
That has to be executed right, though, or else it has not. Misunderstood. We'll go with misunderstood.
There we go. Aphrodite says, I may tease too. Wow, glad to know more folk like them besides me.
Oh, me, Aphrodite gonna have to hook up. Like,
I can connect y'all if you want. I mean, I can share your email with her if you share you guys' emails with each other if you want. Think misunderstood. Aphrodite says underrated. I think underrated too. I think, I think, like you said earlier, it depends on how it's done. It has to be done right for these. But of course, I love this one because my whole series is based on it. So
you gotta have the angst, man. If you ain't got the angst, I keep saying the same thing. If there's no angst, there's no trope.
I agree with you on that 100%. But there are definitely love stories that don't have that. Kidnapped by the love interest. I have not written a story like that one. I think it's interesting because it sets up a lot of tension.
It could be so cheesy though. Like,
could be, yeah.
I used to read mafia romance, a lot of it, and then I had to stop because miscommunication trope.
Well, what about in Romantasy? Do you see it often in Romantasy?
I do see it in Romantasy, but not as much. So I guess it would be underrated. It's definitely not overused.
Yeah, and I wonder if it could be used in a different aspect because mafia. I mean, that's like a whole genre by itself. And I'm assuming if it's people are being kidnapped in that, it's very specific circumstances, probably the same ones. It's very close to similar circumstances where people are being kidnapped.
I just don't like when the heroine, the main female character, is being blamed for somebody else's issues. I hate that. That's why I had to stop reading mafia, because he always blames her for something her dad did, and that drives me insane.
Yeah, I don't think you have that set up. Well, I guess if you have a lot of politics, it could be. Yeah, I would say it's probably underrated in Romantasy. For sure.
Yeah.
And you're the best. No problem. I mean, if Emma is up for it, definitely connect you guys. Underrated. I agree. Came back with my friend. I was just checking my email. I thought I would have got something from Amazon website saying to confirm email or something anyway. Oh, you have my book. Yay. Well, thank you for getting it, Jordan. I have the abridged version. You have very good video or audio. I have an audiobook only for one of my books because I do it myself because I can't afford to pay for a narrator. And so I can't get the other ones done because it takes time. So I've been doing them like slowly but surely over the last couple of years, but all I'm doing is just recording myself. I've not edited a single thing in like 3 years. So I have like 4 books that are audio narrated, but I don't have them edited. All right, let's do one more. Last one. Wow, okay. Mythic bloodlines and blood magic.
Gosh. Well, I think like the Greek gods is over.
That's what I think of too. Yeah.
But I think unique worlds and pantheons is underutilized. But we just need more of that in Romantasy. Like,
yeah,
people like actually going back, developing their own worlds. Damn you all.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm doing that with mine, and I've been planning out a series. I probably won't be able to write it until next year, but because I have my own pantheon, and I set it very much like Greek mythology, where there's 8 main gods, and then they all have kids all over the place, and their kids are half god or fully god depending on who they had kids with. And so I have one series in my mind. It's gonna be a novelette series that I've been just kind of writing a little bit here and there on, where it's eight sons basically of 8 of the gods who all have to do this one thing to like save the world basically. So I'm like,
you grew up on epic fantasy.
Yes, I did. So I think I remember you saying that you write kind of like high fantasy, and there's definitely a difference between high fantasy and epic fantasy. And I think I'm more epic because epic means that there's like world ending consequences. That's what you write about. So I was like, I write about world ending consequences like all the time. So but it could be high fantasy too. All right, so we got to the end of this, and I just remembered because I was just talking about the audiobook. You said something about doing translations, and I think that is really. Hold on, let me get back to the right screen. Here we go. We have lots of authors here in the chat. Do you want to talk a little bit about how you're doing your translations for your books? I think that's a really interesting thing.
I use bookshift.io, BOOKSHIFT.io, and it is an author friend from a forum I've been on since the beginning of my author career, but I absolutely love their platform, and it's very simple to use, and I have not had any complaints and reviews about the translations. So
okay, nice.
I mean, if you have a decent sized back catalog, don't sleep on that translation money, boo. I mean,
are you seeing good revenue from that, or is it paying for itself?
Yeah, it absolutely is. I'm not running ads, so I know I'm leaving money on the table.
But her running ads on different Amazon platforms in different countries is so different, like what the ads are.
Yeah, and it's Germany, France, and then Italy. In that order is most profitable for me. I know a lot of German translation authors run Facebook ads. It's just another one of those tasks, man. Like I don't want to pull the lid off that box until I have time to actually focus on it. Because you don't want to walk into a Facebook ad and then just wander away and forget it's there.
I mean, that's what they call, well, I forgot the term already. Like I made a course, like in 2013, I made a course about writing and I put it on Udemy, and residual income. I still make money off that course, and I don't advertise that course. I don't do anything with it. I don't make a whole lot of money. It's nothing to write home about, but I make money off of it every year, and it's been going over 13 years now. Yeah. Although I think books is a little bit different. I think after a while they do kind of fall off.
Yeah. But I mean, the German market, I mean, if you don't have any budget for ads, the German market is the way to go first. Yeah.
Okay. Never thought about translation. I've thought about translations. I mean, especially because my first series I wrote is fantasy, in Irish fantasy. Yeah, Irish mythology. So if I could get it translated into Gaelic, that'd be really cool. I already have a lot of Gaelic words in the story.
Awesome.
Right? But I'm sure that costs so much money, and that series does not make me a lot of money. So Percy Jackson is one of my favorite series of all time. Yeah, I love all
Percy
stories.
Jackson, yeah.
Anything with the Greek mythology, Roman mythology, I love that. So, all right, I think it is now time to do the giveaway. So anybody who is still hasn't entered, make sure you put #Prince in the chat here, and we'll do the giveaway drawing before we head into our Happily Ever After writing sprint. I need to share the right screen. Share this tab. So we have 5 entries. And anybody, I don't know if anybody has entered who has left already, but make sure you get in touch with me so that I can get you guys in touch with Emma, and you can get your prize. I think everybody here knows how to get in touch with me. So, all right, ready to draw? I don't see anybody else being in there. Here we go.
Oh, that's so cool.
JC, she won. Awesome. And she was just saying you need to read your book too.
Oh, okay. I hope you like it. When you get to it, I think my TBR is like 1,000 books deep, and I'm not even joking.
Yeah, mine's pretty big. And I put everything on set because I wanted to make sure I read through everyone's book. And like I said, I read In His Eyes, or what the first book that was there before. I read that like years ago. So I was reading this one. I was like, I don't remember all this.
No, because it's expanded.
So I was like, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was JC who said that she'd have to read your book. I'm pretty certain that's in here. I was trying to go back, but I don't see it. Yay, Eva says, author JC, congrats. Yay, thank you, she says. So, all right. It was she says. I thought it was her who said, I should read your book. So, awesome. Okay, now we're going to go into the sprint. I need to share another screen. With a way that StreamYard does this, that you can only share one screen at a time. So when you stop sharing a screen, you have to go through and choose another screen to share. So now I've got it up there.
Technology.
Yeah. Let's print this. There we go. All right, banner. We are doing Happily Ever After Sprint. So Emma chose for us to work on what we want to work on for the sprint. And so no writing prompt. And so we're going to spend the next 30 minutes working on whatever you need focus on for today, whether, whatever productivity you need, whether reading, writing, housework, coursework, day job, or just taking care of you. And so, and it doesn't have to be writing, whatever you need to do. Emma, do you know what you're going to be working on during this sprint?
Lord of Passion and Poison, chapter 10.
Oh, nice. I am going to dig into my Omega readers feedback. This will be my third revision pass on the book I recently finished. I'm hoping to do a Kickstarter on later this year. That's A Curse of Spikes and Smoke. And so I have 3 Omega readers. They've read it all the way through and finished like a month ago. So I need to go through and like look at their notes and what they said, because I know there was some really good stuff that they said in there, and start doing my third revision pass on this book. And so that's what I'm going to be working on. And anyone in the chat, you can let us know what you might be working on. And hey, Morgan, how's it going? I just did get the chapters from you. My critique partner also has the same book. So hers, after I finish my Omega readers, I'll be going through all of her notes for my book. And she's almost done with it. Am I in the giveaway? You were in the giveaway, Jordan. Sorry, you didn't win, but it did show your name. Okay, getting some typing. Yes, I'm planning out my week during the sprint, says JC and Morgan. Alrighty, banner is up there. We'll get started. And Morgan says, Aphrodite, get started in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
All right, that is time. How did you do? Did you make progress on it? Yes.
I got some words done.
Nice. I don't think I've ever talked to you about how you track your progress. I don't know if you write down like timing in words or.
I used to, but my coach made me stop because my achiever and ADHD don't mix. So now I don't track.
I gamified it for myself. So
Yeah.
I found a way to make it work for me. But yeah. And by doing that too, I also, knowing that I had 10 publications this year, it let me look back on my past years and look at like how much time it took me to usually revise and edit a piece. And because I just split that out as two different processes, revision and editing. So I could figure out how long it would take me to go through all of this for every piece this year. But yeah, so I got through 3 chapters of my Omega readers' comments. So I feel pretty good about that. But yeah. Let's check in with the chat. Oh, we can take that banner off. See how you guys did. I left off with Morgan coming in. Everyone saying hello to Morgan. And hi, JC. Hi, Aphrodite. Making pancakes. Additionally, is our foodie. He loves to talk about food and likes to put it in his writing. So I was like, food is the most boring thing for me to put in my writing. I remember when I wrote my first Romantasy book and I sent it off to my alpha readers. And they're like, you have this feast, but you don't really explain the food. I'm like, because it's boring. I don't want to explain
I
about
loved putting the food in Prince of Night and Storm from her dad's culture, and I was looking up all the recipes, and it was so fun.
Yeah. Well, I did, and I went out of my way to go find some recipes because I think of my world being like somewhat, and now I can't say the word, tone deafness, the same, analogous, with like our 1000 AD. And so I went and looked up recipes. And like, I remember talking about one that had like almond milk in it. And one of my readers on my beta readers a reader says, this is too early, like this is, they didn't have almond milk or something like that, right? Almond milk is something we talk about now. And I'm like, well, no, that was actually in the recipe from 1000 AD. So it's actually been around for a really long time. They actually call that the Tiffany problem. So I don't know, have you ever heard the Tiffany problem?
No, from context, is that like when you think everything was made in your generation or something? Or
yeah, so the Tiffany problem is like when you think of things as being anachronistic or whatever. I don't know if I'm saying that word right, but like the name Tiffany has been around for over 1,000 years. So
Tiffany?
Yes, that's why they call it the Tiffany problem, because it's been around for a really long time.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm gonna go look up the etymology of that name now.
yeah, it's been around for a while. So they call it the Tiffany problem. I was like, I didn't know this was a thing, but that's why when I put almond milk in there, and they were like, my readers were like, this is too modern. This shouldn't be in there. And I'm like, no, but they actually got a recipe from 1000 AD.
It's Greek. It's from the Greek name Theophania. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Now there you learned something new. The Tiffany problem. Hey, Morgan from Jordan. Adesha says that I'll get started on bread. I made my first batch of sandwich bread a few days ago. Oh, did it turn out? Hopefully it did. Hey, Jordan from Morgan. Well done. JC from Jordan. Gonna work on some new song lyrics today. Ooh, I didn't know you wrote songs. How was your day, Morgan from Jordan? I have a quick question. What is the purpose of capture water fan and with the numbers? I'm not sure if I'm able to determine what you're trying to say there, Jordan. Was that the timer? Top fan, I mean? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Emma, another Emma. Hello, SD and friends. She writes contemporary romance, although she was writing Regency, but I think she put that aside for now. And then hi, Emma from Aphrodite. Hey, Emma from JC. I just like to eat a lot. Oh, wait. No, I added that part. I just like to eat, LOL. Not a lot. Probably too, right? And I like feeding people even more. I'll have to come to Ohio one day just so I can get fed. I actually need to grab a bite. LOL. Haven't eaten yet today. I'm there with you. Oh, no, wait. I did have a big ol', right? Yeah, I did have a bagel earlier because Morgan was sprinting and everyone was having bagels. I was like, oh, I'm having a bagel. Well, that's interesting. The Tiffany problem. Yeah. Rebread. It was great. Awesome. Kat, hello. Poppy into leave a like and a little view time. I appreciate that. I was like, why am I even eating that other stuff? Yeah, you make it yourself. The top fan thing is not well implemented gamification of chat via YouTube. Oh, I don't know anything about that. Top fan. Oh, you're talking about the numbers. Okay, wait. When people get the number assigned in the chat. Okay, so I'm not in the YouTube side. In the YouTube side, yeah, okay, I see it. People are given numbers. You got number 1 crown, number 2 crown, number 3 crown. And I have no idea how they figure that out with the algorithm. Sometimes I think it has to do whether or not if you're subscribed to the channel or how many comments you leave in the chat. And then sometimes that doesn't seem to matter as much as like one person comes in and says something and then they get the number 1 crown. I do not understand how they do that thing. So yeah, totally fair. I don't know what that thing's called. I do like to eat a lot. Oh, we feed you. Send you back with a whole cake. There we go. All right. We got to the end. Does anyone else have any last minute questions for Emma? We're going to start wrapping up. But before we do end the show, Emma, if you please tell everyone where they can find you and purchase your books. And I did put the links down in the chat and or down in the description box. And I also put it in the chat as well.
Sweet. Emma Alisyn, that's ALISYN.com.
All right. Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining me. This was fun.
Thank you for having me back. I got some words done.
Oh, words are always good because they can be hard sometimes. So, all right. Well, thank you everyone so much for joining us. And let me check the chat. Any other last minute? The other half makes a great sweet potato pie. Well, I don't like sweet potato pie. My husband does though, so I'll give it to him. I'll give it to my other half. Your other half can make a pie that my other half can eat. So, but I think it's so weird. I think it's what you grow up with. I think him and I, we determined that. Like, he doesn't really like pumpkin pie, and I don't like sweet potato pie, and that's what we both grew up with. We grew up with the 2 different ones. So, yeah. All right. So, next on, LOL. Next here on Charm Chats, we'll have the next guest is Kelsey Josephson. Probably can't say her name right. Josephson. Kelsey Josephson. Probably not. Yes, she will join us on February 5th. And I believe that, because I didn't have anyone sign up for any of this, like 4 days from now, February 5th is on Thursday. And that's going to be at 5 p.m. Central and 6 p.m. Eastern. And that will do it. I don't see any other questions. All right. Thank you all. Bye.
I want to tell you something. Don't be scared.
It's midnight, baby, just us two, no bright lights, nothing to prove. Your handshake, mine do too, but it feels right being close to you.
Come closer, don't look away. We both know why you came to stay. Your heartbeat's loud, I hear it too. This moment's a little taboo.
Don't rush it, move slow, feel the heat start to grow. If you want me, let it show. Tell me so.